The curtain has come down on the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham for 2022, and though many people are wishing and calling for an encore, they'll have to wait just another 4 years until they next see these games. Hello and welcome to the highlight show for the Commonwealth Games out of Birmingham 2022, the last of our highlight show for this year, and it has been a pleasure being here to bring you all of the action out of Birmingham. A spectacular 12 days it was, and of course I had just as much fun, and I'm sure that you had. And my name is Gerard Morris Seeley, and it has been really enjoyable these past 2 days. And let's look back at some of those moments for this highlight show. That's what we will be doing, this highlight show. But first, our analysts and our hosts of the Commonwealth Today and Commonwealth Tonight shows, they picked their top 10 moments each from these games, and we'll take a look at all those top 10 moments that they're selected. Yeah, so first up we have Lance Whitaker. Lance chose Lyndon Victor's gold in the decathlon at number 1. Jareen Richards' 200 medal ceremony, of course, 200 meters medal ceremony. Jareen would have asked for the steel pan version of the Trinidadian anthem, and what a moment it was. Elaine Thompson Hera's 100 meter gold medal. Sunshine Girls celebratory dance, of course, that's after they beat Australia in the group stage. Nicholas Paul's Kieran gold. Shade Williams 400 meter gold, a championship record. That was Flora Duffy's triathlon gold. Of course, she retained first woman to do that since, first woman to do it ever. She retained what she won in 2018 at Gold Coast. Rashid Broadbell's 100 meter hurdles gold. Of course, Rashid was coming off of a pretty subpar or below par, subpar performance at the World Championships, and this one made up a lot for it. Julian Alfred's 100 meter silver, the St. Lucian, and Carol McMaster of the British Virgin Islands 400 meter gold. This is George Davis, his top 10. Nicholas Paul winning gold, that was in the men's keirin. Shade Williams 400 meter gold. Rashid Broadbell 110 meter hurdles gold. Elaine Thompson sprint double. Jareen Richards 200 meter gold. Trinidad and Tobago's men's 4x4 team getting gold in that relay. Barbados upset in the women's cricket over Pakistan, and the Jamaica beating Malaysia in rugby sevens. Julian Alfred taking the silver in the 100 meter for women, and Genevieve Russell getting the 400 meter gold in the hurdles. There's Anil's top 10, Anil Roberts. Sunshine Girls getting silver at the top of his list. TNT's Nicholas Paul getting gold. Flora Duffy's triathlon gold. Elaine's medal haul. Of course, she would have gotten 3 medals, one gold, well, 2 golds and a bronze. Jareen Richards double gold in the 200 meters for men and the 4x400 meter relay for men. Shade Williams 400 meter gold. Julian Alfred's 100 meter silver. Ebony Drysdale Daly getting a judo silver. Lyndon Victor's decathlon gold, and Dylan Carter's 4th place finishes in the finals of the 50 butterfly and the 50 free. Overdeli Thompson's top 10 moments. Let's take a look at. He has Shade Williams at the top of his list, and Jonathan Jones, 2 Barbadians, 400 meter gold and 400 meter bronze in the women's and men respectively. Rashid Broadbell 110 meter gold. Nicholas Paul gold in the men's keirin. Sunshine Girls silver. Barbados T20 cricket upset over Pakistan. Jareen Richards 200 meter and 4x4 meter relay goals, and 4x400 meter relay goals rather. Elaine's double, and Carol McMaster getting gold in the 400 meter hurdles, and Shanika Ricketts getting the triple jump gold. Let's look at Leighton Levy's top 10 moments. Sunshine Girls silver at the top of his list. Elaine's double. Shade Williams getting that gold medal. Jareen Richards with 200 meter gold. Barbados, their upset of Pakistan over Pakistan. Flora Duffy's triathlon gold. TNT men's 4x4 gold, and Shanika Ricketts in the triple jump winning gold. Lamar Distin getting high jump gold, and Rashid Broadbell getting gold in that 110 meter hurdles. And then finally, let's look at mine. Shade Williams getting a gold medal in the 400 meter. Jonathan Jones 400 meter bronze. Elaine's 4x1 ankle leg. And in that relay, Sunshine Girls' victory over Australia. That was in the pool. Nicholas Paul's gold in the men's keyring. Barbados upsetting Pakistan in that T20 match for women. Doreen Richards' medal ceremony. Lamara Distin, high jump gold. Lyndon Victor, his 1500 meter run. What that caused him to retain the medal in the decathlon, and Rashid Broadbell's 110 meter hurdles gold. Of course, let me just add an honorable mention. Shane Brathwaite's silver in that 110 meter hurdles gold, in that 110 meter hurdles for men. And that was definitely something spectacular based on the circumstances that he would have outlined in the Commonwealth Games, leading up to the Commonwealth Games. So we'll show you some of these moments now. And first up, you will see Flora Duffy's gold medal. She won in the triathlon. Megan Best, she would have won the fastest match of the squash tournament. That was in her round of 64 match. Barbados, we'll show you them getting that win over Pakistan, a shocking victory that it was, and also one that was very inspiring for the rest of the Caribbean. Kevin Adcock of Guyana, he won his first boxing match handsomely for these Commonwealth Games. And of course, Keegan Mortley of St. Lucia losing narrowly his first match at a major event for St. Lucia in boxing. And the story that he tells after that is quite telling. So yeah, it shows the hard work that they would have put in. Let's look at all these moments and we come right back.
Those two on the far side, Duffy, Taylor Brown, and then, I can go now.
I mean, what was amazing is how quick Duffy and Georgia Taylor Brown managed to swim up to the front.
Yeah, well, cream rises to the top, doesn't it? And in their case, pretty quickly.
And
who was the one who was really slow? Was it Hannah Newman? I think it was, wasn't it? The South African who was the last in the water.
Oh, look, we just saw what happened to Nicole Vanderkay. She ran out without her helmet undone. So had to go back to her bike racket and then do it up. That's a mistake from the Kiwi.
And that was a 10-second time penalty for her. That brace, that burst of pace from Duffy was hugely impressive, wasn't it? Just got her and Taylor Brown away, clear and gone. This was a surprise, I thought, Helen, the way that Duffy dominated on the run.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that big gap. I thought Georgia Taylor Brown would be a little bit closer, but just didn't quite have it there on the run today. And Flora Duffy, again, has moved on another level since Hamburg. Just when she's coming back into fitness, it comes so quickly.
And Commonwealth Games champion, representing Bermuda, Flora Duffy!
The only woman ever to retain a Commonwealth Games triathlon title. And our mum and dad loving it almost as much as she is. And in the end, it looked ridiculously easy. The way that she went away from Taylor Brown on the run, incredible.
For the anthem of Bermuda.
course, we'll see Flora again on Sunday from Bermuda in the mixed team relay, but he knows his way around a score court, and Aidan Harrison, who's the national coach for Barbados. So she's got some great people in her corner, and with this attitude, she's just going to go one way.
6 love.
No, he's not. He's gone to go and get his head.
7 love.
Oh, she's going to do this again. I can't believe
8
she's
love.
going to try and bagel her again. 9 love again, just running to get the ball. She must have a buster catch on the Bristol Road.
Yeah, it's either that or the lunch is finishing at 2. Certainly made me pick up my speed a bit if the lunch was finishing. Got to get refueled. Lovely. Really
so 10 match balls for Megan Best to book her place into round 2. Oh, it's very, very slick. Got a feel for the Kenyan player.
Match to Best.
Not allowed to get into this at all. Superb focus and concentration. Very, very ruthless performance. There's Aidan Harrison, he's managed to pop back, but there's the fist pump, and rightly so. First time we've seen her smile, but that was after the confirmation of a very solid result for her. She can certainly make some inroads in this competition, you feel. 11-1, 11 love, 11 love, 3 love victory for Best. Quickest match we've seen so far today on the glass court.
Highlights, Barbados. Kaisia Knight and Hayley Matthews were able to put on over 100 run partnership. Hayley Matthews, should I say, the real aggressor. Kaisia Knight just taking over once Hayley Matthews left. That was the first 6 of the match. And then in the field, they picked up wickets. They took their opportunities, the Barbados side. Matthews with the ball this time, removing Muniba Ali. Mix up in confusion out in the middle. Happened too many times for Pakistan. And the Barbados side were good enough out in the field.
Yeah, they really created a lot of pressure. But Nida Da really stood out. She shined for her team. Just wasn't able to get them over the line. But this will mean a lot to Hayley Matthews and Barbados. A victory in their first game of the Commonwealth Games T20 cricket tournament.
First to the ring, boxing out of the red corner, Hungary, representing Guyana, Kevin Alikok.
And here comes Kevin Alikok in his second Commonwealth Games. And he looked a decent fighter in winning that contest against Okot, who was in his 4th Commonwealth Games, very experienced. But his movement, his speed, his balance, and his youth carried Kevin Alikok home. As Okot said that would be his final fight and that his amateur boxing career was over. Joanta Nishanka Banoon into the ring. He did get a glancing blow there, but there's been few and far between his moments of success. Alikok turning him well there, working off the ropes.
Nice 1-2 from Alikok, and then just got clipped with the left hook there from the Shanka. Who needs to work any bit of success he has, needs to follow it up with another shot and try his luck while he's in range.
A bit of a warning for use of his shoulder. But Nishanka not doing enough for me in this last round.
No. No, there wasn't enough urgency in his work, is there? He needed to really push the pace. Just wasn't able to do. Hasn't been able to do it. To be fair, the free-footedness of Allicock's caused him problems, and so they were going to do laces up in this competition. Have you noticed?
It's not the first time. Last few seconds. Kevin Allicock heading for a place in the last 8, seemingly. Just staying out of harm's way.
Yeah, it was a lovely jab there, wasn't it, of Allicock?
Well, that's another nice polished performance. Not a great fight to watch, but he's won it pretty easily.
Yes, he did. Yeah, they were on the verge of the work of the shank. He was trying to walk Allicock down, but you have to make him feel the pressure with the punches, and he just didn't do that throughout the fight. And he had a bit more of a concerted effort in the second, and put himself in with maybe a chance of winning it, but it didn't. So in the third round, he really had to intensify his work, and he didn't, unfortunately, and that made it ultimately quite an easy 3 rounds there for Allicock. He was allowed to skip around the ring, stop, throw the combinations. A lot of it was blocked there from the Shanker, but still, if you're not throwing back, you can win the fight.
Well, we're assuming he's won.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by a unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Guyana, Kevin Allicock.
It's going to be an awkward fighter for anybody, Kevin Allicock.
Sam Hickey from Scotland comes in with a European bronze medal to his name from earlier this year when he lost to Lewis Richardson of England in the semi-finals, and comes from the city of Dundee in Scotland, if you know your boxing history.
And his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, representing St. Lucia, Keegan Mortley.
Pretty common nickname in boxing, isn't it, Barry? Hitman. Think of Thomas Hearns, think of Ricky Hatton. Now think of Keegan Mortley. The St. Lucia man calls himself the Hitman. Been boxing for over a decade and is still here despite a very, very serious shoulder injury that kept him out for 3 years. And you've got to show real dedication to come out of something like that and box your way back to this kind of level. And let's see if the Hitman can shoot down Sam Hickey. And he's so confident he can leave the gloves flapping down by the hips there now. He's just completely at his ease here. I mean, he's had tough, no disrespect meant to Mortley, he's had tougher sparring sessions than this.
Yeah, he has, though.
As you say, just a simple thing, it's levels, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all it is. Mortley's tried, he was the best he could do, bless him, but yeah, the other guy here is too slick.
Yeah.
He's reading your shots before you let them go, and that's a nightmare for anybody. I said blame red. I don't know what that was all about.
Listen, the ref's been in Mortley's ear a few times. She's got to balance it out.
Oh, it's nice. Look at that.
Yeah, lovely. I mean, lovely right hand there. When Mortley just wasn't expecting it.
How can you blame the... Sorry. How can you blame the Mortley for spinning round when Hickey's pivoted right behind him? Nobody's doing anything wrong there.
She feels sorry for him. Come on. Last few seconds then. We won't be chewing our nails awaiting the outcome of this one. I think it's as clear and comprehensive as we've seen at this entire tournament.
That was nice for Hickey, wasn't it? Just to find his feet in the tournament, was a nice little workout for him, to be honest. For him, for Mortley, unfortunately, he came up against a guy who's obviously a medal hope and technically really proficient. Well, no, so he's not. No, he's the sharpness is not really in his work, because there's no fear that he's going to lose the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by a unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Scotland, Sam Hickey.
So Keegan Mortley can tell everybody that he's boxed in the Commonwealth Games and there's absolutely no disgrace in losing to a superior opponent. But it's Sam Hickey that will move on.
Let's talk now a little bit about what this Commonwealth Games experience means to you and St. Lucia on a whole.
Well, this is my first ever. I've been on boxing for 13 years and it was a long journey. I finally got selected this year to take part in international tournaments, and it's a bitter defeat for me because this year I told myself I wouldn't work. I just train morning, afternoon, night, like just train.
And after this now, what's the outlook going forward? I mean, what do you do when these Commonwealth Games are all over?
Train harder, train harder. There is Caribbean Games in December, so I really look to make an impact there.
Well, we look forward to you making an impact. Good fight today, and we wish you all the best going forward.
Yeah, thanks.
It wasn't too long ago since we saw these moments, but the nostalgia is already kicking in and we wish that we could have seen more of that. Of course, we'll take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll show you more of these moments. Welcome back to the highlight show for the final day of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022, and we are reviewing the performances of the Caribbean, the best performances of the Caribbean throughout these games. And right now in this segment we are going to show you Nicholas Paul winning gold in the men's keirin, Ebony Drysdale Daly of Jamaica getting a silver medal in women's judo for Jamaica. The Jamaican Sunshine Girls beating New Zealand and heading into that final against Australia. And then we'll show you their matchup against the Australians and the fact that they would have walked away with silver, an upgrade from what they got at Gold Coast 2018. A bronze medal, 3 bronze that the Jamaicans would have gotten in these games, and finally getting their hands on a silver. And what a moment it was. Let's look at all these highlights.
Right, here's the race that really matters for the medals. Matt Richardson of Australia, Shah Sadom of Malaysia, Callum Saunders, the sole representative of New Zealand in this race, Jack Carlin, the Scots in the pack, and then 2 riders from Trinidad and Tobago, Kwesi Brown and Nicholas Paul. Rochelle, Nicholas Paul is the favourite to take this, but it's one thing being the favourite, it's another thing delivering the medal. 5 riders on his wheel though, inscrutable. Nobody changing position, no games being played at the moment. Carlin just looking around and checking.
Here comes Saunders.
Comes Callum Saunders from New Zealand. Big charge up on the outside. Takes the front of the race as the Derny peels off. Carlin looks round, checks. Saunders not committed to that move, just eases up a little bit. The 2 riders from Trinidad and Tobago buried in the middle of that pack. They have the numerical advantage.
Jeff Carlin just trying to make some space in front of him, running up onto the wheel. Here comes the big man from Trinidad and Tobago, Nicholas Paul.
Big move from Nicholas Paul. Can he ride them all away here? He takes the bell with a good few bike lengths advantage. Can he see it home? It's down to Jack Carlin of Scotland to try and chase the man from Trinidad and Tobago. They're coming, but they're not coming anything like fast enough. A brilliant ride from Nicholas Paul, the Commonwealth gold medalist here in London. Sensational. He destroyed the field, Nicholas Paul. The flag raised aloft here in London. That was brilliant. And in the development of his career, a milestone moment. Bonnie, he made it look so easy.
He made it look very, very easy, but his acceleration was phenomenal.
Trinidad and Tobago, Nicholas Paul.
Still so young, Nicholas Paul, just 23 years of age. So much more potential. And each time that he ticks off an achievement like this, his stature in the world of keirin sprinting full stop grows. And this is the biggest win of his career so far. Nicholas Paul, the gold medalist.
For those who are able to, please stand for the anthem of Trinidad and Tobago.
Will now play. stuff. Nicholas Paul, a picture of concentration as he focused on the flag of Trinidad and Tobago being raised aloft. And he dominated it. If truth be told, the men's keirin.
We move to the gold medal contest, and Aoife Coughlan of Australia is facing Ebony Drysdale-Daly of Jamaica. Well, Ebony Drysdale-Daly representing Jamaica. She's dual nationality. Once upon a time, back in 2014, she was winning medals for Great Britain in the World Juniors. Switched to represent Jamaica in 2019. 27 years old and here to try and score that first medal for Jamaica in a judo competition at the Commonwealth Games.
Fitzroy Davis there in the chair with Drysdale-Daly from the Wolverhampton club and one of the GB coaches as well. And there he is with his former student, and he's in the corner there with her. And again, Coughlan goes in. It can't be that far off here now. Drysdale-Daly will have to go in. The crowd feel it as well. And it's one last chance for Drysdale-Daly. Another attack from Coughlan. Last chance. Had a little look over, I think, the referee there to the top table just to see, but it is the Commonwealth Games. So she ends on an attack, and it does go into golden score. Well, Coughlan will have to make sure that it's a strong attack, and that one was very strong. One more, and I think it will be all over, because whatever happened in the first 4 minutes carries over. The penalties and also the last attacks as well will be carried over to the golden score. So it's not like you can just rub the slate clean. And there's an attack, she saved it. She looks really pumped up here. Drysdale-Daly, well, we've seen surprises and things happen in judo. Sometimes it goes against the run of play. So close, but no landing there. Now it's all about digging in, because when you go into golden score, it's the one that can dig in and find that little bit extra that wins. The crowd are enjoying it. Coughlan of Australia has one of the Shidos that she can burn, but and by that I mean if she goes passive and Drysdale goes passive, there's a Shido apiece, and it means that she'll win the match. So that's another tactic. Well, I think if this happened in the centre of the tatami, then we'd see a score. They keep drifting off to the side here. Coughlin wants to get on with it. Look how they just drift off to the side. It's almost a safety thing. If all fails, then I can just go out the area and it's Mate again. I think this is going to backfire, I think, on Drysdale Daly.
Up to the 6-minute mark we go.
Good feet again by Coughlin.
How many more attacks does Coughlin have to make, Neil, do you feel?
Well, now, if we start counting them up now, if we get one more attack, I think, from Coughlin, especially if it's a really strong attack, I think they might stop it. And Drysdale has to go in. She can't not go in. Well, if I was Coughlin, then I would have let Drysdale just drift out. All over, and Drysdale, it's Costa now to lost it on the edge there. Coughlin wins by 3 Shidos given to Drysdale and Sokomaki, and she is the winner.
Dead-eyed focus from Aoife Coughlin throughout the course of those 6 minutes.
Well, tactical, and also it's about having good cardio and good condition, basically. You know, if you're able to go time, and then look at them, they're going arm in arm off there. That's always nice to see.
From Jamaica,
piece of history now.
Ebony
Drysdale Daly wins Jamaica's first judo medal at the Commonwealth Games. She's a student at the University of Wolverhampton, or has been, I should say, in her past. Her family here in the arena as well to celebrate this with her. They've known about the fact that Ebony would have a medal for at least 5 hours now.
This is their biggest win over New Zealand by far. You've got to go back, I think, well, 20 years. March 2002, they beat New Zealand by 9 goals, 53-44. This is going to be a bit bigger than a 9-goal win. And it puts them in the gold medal match for the first time ever.
That's a nice feed for Nadine Thomas, a wing attack. She is lifting the team, the bench are celebrating already.
obstruction wing defense.
Okay, just getting her feet caught under her. Tanya Wilson, one of the only ones to play this whole game out.
Yeah, Nelson in the groove now.
She's got her eye in. Look at that. Wilson straight through into the middle. Hemmings, great patience, just to wait to see where the defense moved and then place that into Nelson. This is amazing work from Jamaica.
Look at Connie. Well, Connie Francis isn't moving at all, but just about everyone else on the Jamaican bench is.
Inside her, she's probably just brewing.
Well, and two, she probably knows, job not yet done.
And And that's where the coach comes in. Yes, all the players are jumping and celebrating. The big one is tomorrow. She knows they've still got to just finish out this game and get ready for the gold medal match. Enjoy it, yes, but then be ready for the next one.
But who will be their opponents, Australia or England? That we will find out this afternoon.
Goal defence obstruction. That's not said. Goal defence is out of play.
And as far as New Zealand's concerned, well, they will go back to the drawing board, because I tell you what, the bronze medal match, whichever it is, Australia or England, boy, that is going to be tough.
Damage obstruction.
Because they know what England did to them a couple of days ago, and they are fully aware of how tough Australia always is.
Talk about that excitement. I remember under 21s when we beat Jamaica in the semi-finals. We were so excited because it was the first time an England team had ever been into a finals, and then we were slow coming out the blocks against New Zealand in the final. So for Jamaica, making history today, can they back it up?
Where you were.
So good.
History in Birmingham. For the first time, Jamaica will play in a gold medal match at the Commonwealth Games. They have beaten New Zealand 67-51 at some of the highlights of this match. Pictures tell the story. Jamaica totally dominant over New Zealand, 67-51. What will happen in the second semi-final later today? It will be England versus Australia. Well, netball never let you down, and neither does this crowd. Another sellout, 9,500 fans, families, friends, and other thrill seekers ready for another ride on this extraordinary roller coaster.
Good depth. And see the backspace. That's the through court. If you can do it quickly, but there's no need to force balls in.
They're smart, the Australians. They just do the little double tap.
Just to take the ball off its line for someone else to pick up.
Contact.
And just watch this from Clow, I should say. See, that was that second jump.
Australia throw-in. We're the wing attackers. Vantage obstruction with contact.
Better movement by Cara Conan then, really drawing that defensive penalty. Less than 2 minutes. It's going to be tough here for Jamaica.
Well, I think the Australian subs are starting to get some inkling that they are going to have gold medals round their necks by the end of the night.
Jamaica have left this all too late if they are for that comeback. It's been so on it from Australia. Right from defence, so much pressure putting on.
And you can see, I think, the tears in the eyes of Steph Wood.
Wing defence, contact. No. Advantage obstruction, wing defence.
And even then,
no goal.
Just foot over the line called.
And the clock's running down. This is what they've aimed to do, the Australian attacking. Run the clock down every time.
Structure goal shooter.
Well, there's a massive roar going up around the arena. The Australians here, they know they've got it.
Contact, moving off.
And the Jamaican fans, of which there are many, can't believe it. Look at the faces of the substitutes.
And also the changes that Australia have made have been absolutely impactful for them.
Hold time. Goal defence contact near the trend, ladies.
Now Connie Francis, she looks stern. They know it's gone. Last few moments of the netball here at Birmingham 2022.
Both coaches are standing, they're emotional.
Australia burst the Jamaican bubble. They win their fourth netball gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. Redemption for the Gold Coast 4 years ago. And that's how much it means to them. Awesome scenes for the Australians.
So well deserved, Jenny, in terms of how they started the game. They rode it well, and then Stacey Marinkovic bringing in those changes. Clow, Conan coming in. How she played with Greta Beato in that circle to just break up the strength, the formidable power of Australia as Jamaica's defence that we've all talked about. Really carved them apart.
And look, we saw tears earlier of England of disappointment. Tears now from the Australians of joy. And there, what a star. Gretel Bueta and Courtney Bruce, huge players for the Diamonds in this gold medal match.
Simply amazing, a magnificent performance.
55-51. Australia take the gold. My word, at one stage they were a way out. Jamaica did so well to close it up. And you can and a great roar from the crowd for the silver medalists of Jamaica. They have entertained, thrilled all the rest, and they will be presented their medals by the ex-president of the Commonwealth Games Federation of Jamaica, Michael Fennell. Katie Ann Dehaney. Dixon Rochester. She was phenomenal for them throughout these tournaments. Shimona Nelson. Janelle Fowler's back up, if you like, in the shooting circle. And look at Shamira Sterling, keeping a close eye on the medal. And this is a wonderful moment. Jamaica, they've never won silver before. Dean Thomas. Jodie Ward. They all give a little look, don't they, at the medal as it's about to be put round them. And here's young Latonia Wilson.
Latonia Wilson.
Marvellous moment for Jamaica. Yes, I'm sure they would have wanted the gold, but this is something they've never had before.
All moments that the Caribbean should indeed be proud of. Of course, Nicholas Paul bringing gold. We had Ebony Drysdale Daly getting a silver in judo, not a sport that is traditional to the Caribbean or that has much Caribbean participation or a medalist. So for her to get a medal in that event was a lot. It meant a lot. And of course, the Sunshine Girls getting over the New Zealanders, the Silver Ferns as they are called, and then to play against the Diamonds in that final after beating them in the pool round, awakening that dragon within them, but they stood firm, they fought, and unfortunately they came out on the losing end, but they can still be happy with the silver medal that they would have gotten, of course, winning bronze only in these Commonwealth Games, but now upgrading to a silver medal means that there's a lot more in store for the future. And what way to celebrate otherwise, other than dancing the Jamaican way, of course, and showing off their moves. We take a break, and when we come back, there's more highlights from Birmingham. Thanks for staying with us on the Commonwealth Games highlight show for the final day as we bring the curtain down, as we review all of the Caribbean's best moments from Birmingham 2022. And then we now move on to the track and into the field, the Alexander Stadium. We showed you some of the best off-field, off-track and field moments. And now we go into the athletics segments where most of our Caribbean participation came from. And lots of our medals came from as a Caribbean people. And we will look at, in this segment, Lamar Diston's gold medal in the high jump. Of course, Kimberly Williams took bronze in that event as well. Elaine Thompson Hera's 200-meter win, completing the sprint double. Let's look at Sade Williams' goal in the 400-meter for women as well. Elaine Thompson Hera's ankle leg in the 4x100-meter relay, and the 400-meter hurdles. 1-2 for the Caribbean in the women's for the women, and for the men rather, and the 110-meter hurdles for men. 1-2 for the Caribbean, and then we'll also hear from the gold medalist and the silver medalist in that event. Let's look at those highlights.
Wanting some support is Lamara Diston, sharing the lead at the moment with Eleanor Patterson. They're in joint gold. Two centimetres shy of a lifetime best. Oh! How important is that going to be? Lamara Diston, the first athlete over at 195. A hug from Kimberly Williamson. Brilliant. Creeping towards her lifetime best. That is the next height, 197. She will contest it. Lamara Diston. Still shouts from fans around the crowd. But a clean start. Thompson Hera has got out nicely in lane number 7. She's took the stagger from Connolly outside of her. She's eating it up, the Jamaican. Thompson here into the home straight. Ofili, the Nigerian, in second in the lane inside of her. And Bomber's going to get the bronze. Keep your eye on the clock. 22.02 seconds. I thought it was under threat, and she's taken the game's record off Sinead Miller-Weibo. A plus 0.6 metre wind. It was brilliant from Elaine Thompson-Herah, and now she's the double Commonwealth champion. She got exactly what she wanted here in Birmingham. Ofili picks up the silver and Bomber the bronze. Both games records have gone in the 200 metres, Steph Reed. What a brilliant end to the evening on the track. Confirmation then on our final track race here on Saturday night. Elaine Thompson-Herah does the double over the 1 and 200 metres, a games record at 22.02 seconds. Favour Ofili picks up the silver and Christine Mboma picks up the bronze.
He holds the Commonwealth Games record of 50.10. Nobody's ever broken 50 seconds at the Commonwealth Games yet. 7 athletes have broken 50 seconds this year on the global scene. There's the lineup. Zoe Clark of Scotland. Not a great lane draw for her, but the fastest ever Scot in the Commonwealth Games is Alison Kirbishley with her silver medal back in '98. I wonder if she can go quicker, Zoe Clark. The favourite, well, it has to be Sarah Williams, the World Championship bronze medalist who goes in lane 6 for Barbados. Sarah Williams of Barbados goes in lane 6, the World Championship bronze medalist, as I said, a semi-finalist in Tokyo, but she won her heat in 51.6, she won her semi in 51.5. She'll probably need to go quicker here, that Barbados athlete, if she wants to take the title. Well, it's all about judgment. We had a bizarre judgment call in the men's race with a champion who came through from way back. But look at the Malawi athlete, Simwaka, blasting away centre of picture in lane 5. She's already shot past Kyra Constantine. Sarah Williams and Constantine of Canada. Sarah Williams in the yellow there, third from left now, just beginning to ease into her running. Simwaka covered the first 200 insanely quickly. Ohurugu in the white and red there, third from right for England, going really well in lane 4. But at the moment, Sarah Williams of Barbados has the lead by a convincing margin. And into the straight, the rest of them have got a lot of work to do. Ohurugu's coming through, maybe for the silver, but surely not going to get back to the Barbadian Williams. Williams storming away to this one. The margin is 6 metres, maybe 7 metres at the line. 49.91. It's a games record at last in a Commonwealth Games women's 400 final. The 50-second barrier has been broken, and emphatically so. 49.90. Well, she was running conservatively, as we now know. There it is, Sarah Williams, Barbados, Commonwealth champion in a games record, 49.90, and that is quite something. We'll look at the history of the Commonwealth Games. Victoria Ohurugu and Jodie Williams, silver and bronze for England respectively, with Amma Pippi in 4th.
Here we go then. Confirmation, the full start list for the women's 4x100 metre relay final.
Set.
The women's sprint relay final. There's a clean start as well. Amuzan getting out nicely in lane number 4, as expected. India going well in lane number 7. Australia in lane number 8 too. This is good running by Nigeria in lane number 4. All look pretty safe on the changeovers. Imani Lansiko flying down the back straight, as is Favour Ofili of Nigeria. Second changeover, hands held high. Australia on the outside in lane 8 going well. Nigeria though, flying round with Chukwuma on the third leg. Hands back for the Nigerians. A roar from her teammate. Nigeria going to take this one. England with Darren Leader in second. Keep an eye on Thompson-Herah. The Jamaican superstar comes through for bronze for the Jamaican side. But 42.10 seconds, just outside the game's record. But that was brilliant from Nigeria. Absolutely superb. The quartet was fast. Toby Amusan was brought in, and she got the team off to an absolute flyer. 8-hour area record. Yes, indeed, Nigeria, you are the Commonwealth champions. England pick up the silver and Jamaica the bronze. Confirmation then of the women's 4x100 metre relay. That area record for Nigeria, brilliant, 42.10 seconds. England on this occasion, unlike 4 years ago, now they pick up the silver with 42.41, and Jamaica pick up the bronze.
On this evening, beautiful sunset, but it is cooling down a little bit. There's the lineup. Chalmers of Guernsey goes in 2, from the Seychelles, Dino Azemia in 3, Nathan Neal of Nigeria in 4, then Hyde of Jamaica in 5, the Kenyan Mukobi in 6, McMaster, the defending champion, 4th in the Olympic Games last year, he goes in 7, in 8 on the outside. Well, away this time. Now the real danger to McMaster, the defending champion, is Jahil Hyde in yellow, centre of picture in the colours of Jamaica, and he's already made up a lot of ground on Wiseman Mukobi of Kenya. Third to left is Mukobi. Hyde in the yellow, hurdling first. He's well up on McMaster at the moment as they come to the halfway stage, and he continues to go further ahead. The stagger will unwind in his favour now. The 3 athletes to the right there, a long way out of it at the moment. Brilliant running this from Mukobi of Kenya, between the big 2. He's battling away here, Mukobi, trying to keep McMaster at bay, trying to keep the Hyde at bay as well. They come into the straight, and has McMaster judged it best? Yes, he has. The man from the British Virgin Islands clears the final barrier well, and he's going away, and it's a storming win again, like 4 years ago. The winning margin, 4 or 5 metres, maybe more. That is brilliant, 48.93. He judged that absolutely to perfection. Jahil Hyde, maybe a little over-enthusiastic over the first 300 metres, was right up on him around the crown of the second bend. Current McMaster then, the Commonwealth champion, 48.93, retains his title from 2018. Jahil Hyde of Jamaica taking the silver, and Alistair Chalmers a fighting bronze for the Guernsey man. They're just ahead of the Kenyan brace, Mukobi and Mutunga.
Perhaps that might be on the line today. It's possible, but it is quite cool here as we approach 10 o'clock in the evening local time. The big news earlier on today, the Olympic champion Hansel Parchment not able to take his place in the lineup for this final. We were really looking forward to seeing him. However, there are 7 other world-class men, and one of them is going to walk away with the title, and there they are. So many years of work for a moment just like this.
Set.
They're away first time. Broadbell's got a good start, and he's up on the rest of the field. Remember, he was the quickest qualifying. He's pulling away from everyone here. What a performance. Watch for Pozzi on the near side, and the Barbadian on the far side. Oh, 13.09. That was superb. He was the fastest man to make it through to the final. And on a cold night in Birmingham, he has flown to glory for Jamaica. Andrew Pozzi came through really well on the near side, and Brathwaite on the far side, I think, is on the podium as well. But they were miles behind. Rashid Broadbell, 21 years of age. He's equalled Colin Jackson's games record from Auckland in 1990. Brathwaite has been given silver, and Pozzi is on the podium with the bronze. Rashid Broadbell is the Commonwealth champion, a brilliant silver for Brathwaite, and Pozzi delivers in Birmingham again, edging out Zeller for 3rd.
Shane Brathwaite, you've been so consistent over the years, getting to World Championship finals, and you finally break through with a major medal, silver tonight.
Yeah.
How significant is this for you?
Man, it's a big one. This year I've been up and down. With these last couple of years, I lost my contract from Adidas, and I just been trying to fight through it, you know. It's just been so tough, man. Just trying to stay motivated, you know, without having that funding. I mean, Barbados helps me pretty well, so that's what kept me afloat. But as far as like contract-wise, I didn't have that, but you know, I keep fighting, you know, and to come out here and get this medal just means a lot, man.
How have you coped mentally in that period, especially in a COVID period when, in truth, a lot of the shoe companies are cutting contracts, and it's so difficult for a lot of athletes to get?
Man, honestly, it's been one of the toughest things I dealt with mentally. With my support, my family, you know, everybody who've been in my corner, they knew who they are, and man, I'm just grateful for who's in my corner. All thanks to them, because me on my own, I was having a lot of doubts, you know, and but I just keep fighting with that help and get that silver tonight.
Yeah, do you suppose after tonight's performance that you'll be able to bargain for a good deal?
Man, I hope so. I really hope so, man. I mean, I made World Championship Finals a couple weeks ago. I mean, it didn't go as well as I wanted to. I didn't finish, but the show I've been consistent, man. I'm 32 years old and still making finals and still medaling. You know what I mean? So I hope the company see that and just give me a shot.
Well, all the best going forward, Shane, and congratulations on a great run tonight.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Rashid Broadwell, in many ways, you looked rusty and out of rhythm at the World Championships, and you come to the Commonwealth Games and turn it around in the most fantastic fashion. A Games record, 13.08. Can you put into words how you're feeling right now?
Not really right now, but I'm just truly humble, truly grateful right now. Can't wait to go and call Mom right now, that's all.
How were you able to turn it around in such a short space of time, narrowly missing the World Championship final and now looking super smooth to win the Commonwealth title?
I mean, missing out on one place, that really hurts. So sat down with my coach and we said, hey, let's get this rhythm thing right, because I already have the leg speed in between. So that's what we did for these last few weeks. So
there was some pressure midway the race tonight. How were you able to shrug off the challenges? In fact, if anything, you kind of went away in the closing stages. How were you able to hold that composure?
I mean, as I said, me and my coach been practicing rhythm. As I said, I have the leg speed already. So once I keep that rhythm going and keep flowing, I know it'll prevail. Yeah.
Everybody knows that you switched coaches at the end of last season from the great Stephen Francis. Ronaldo Walcott is guiding you, the man who also guides Shelley and Fraser Price. What's it been like working with him?
I mean, it's great. As you can see, the results really great. So yeah, I'm feeling really great, and I know he's really proud right now. Can't wait to go and see myself.
Well, congratulations on the gold medal and all the best going forward.
All right, thank you.
All wonderful performances from the Caribbean. Of course, we did our best in track and field in athletics, and I want to pinpoint particularly Shane Brathwaite's interview, where he mentioned that he has been struggling this year without sponsorship. And as an athlete, especially one in track and field, sponsorship is utmost important to the athletes' success, to the athletes being able to compete and being able to do it to the best of their ability. And for Shane to grapple with this year's struggles and make it into the Commonwealth Games and then get that silver medal, and you can see the determination. It meant a lot to him, and he was kind of holding back some emotions there. And well done to Shane, well done to Rashid Broadwell, well done to Elaine and all of our Caribbean competitors. It was indeed one to watch. Let's take a break now. When we come back, it's our final segment. This is our final segment of the Commonwealth Games highlight show for the final day of action out of Birmingham 2022. Of course, the closing ceremony happened earlier today at the NEC Stadium. And of course, we had some moments that we want to look back at from the Commonwealth Games, the Caribbean's best moments we've been showing you. And let's take a look now at our final segment, where we have Shanika Ricketts getting a Games record in the women's triple jump, the 1500 meter decathlon run by Lyndon Victor to help him retain that gold medal that he won at the Gold Coast in 2018. Of course, that run, despite coming fourth, it was a Herculean effort, having to just spare 2 seconds. If not, he would have had to take a silver. But the determination really showed in that race. And then we look at Jareen Richards getting that 200 meter gold, and then cap it off with the Trinidad and Tobago men's 4x4 relay team winning gold in that event.
Wait to kick it off for her.
All eyes will be on Shanika Ricketts. She finished second at the World Champs in Oregon, second the Commonwealth Games in 2018, and she will want this title. And oh, that is big again, almost at the 15-meter mark. She has never been over 15 meters, and tonight just could be that night.
Well, we get a good feeling, don't we, after seeing these first few jumps. The triple jump of the world record holder Yulimar Rojas, totally dominating for Venezuela on the global scene. Hasn't perhaps been one of those events where you think there's going to be competition coming thick and fast, but that might well be the case here, because that from Ricketts, you're dead right. Steph, 14.94. It's a games record. A season's best for her, of course.
4 quarter laps is a long, long way. Right, calculator at the ready, stopwatch at the ready. The headline here is that Lyndon Victor, the Grenadian, running on the inside, or lumbering on the inside would be probably a more accurate description. He leads, but he is not as fast over the 1500 meters as Golubovic and Dubler, who are side by side and pulling away from the Grenadian. Now, Golubovic, who's gone into the lead, has got a PB of 4:22. This graphic's going to be immeasurably helpful because Golubovic is likely to beat Dubler. He's got a much better PB over the 1500, and there's very little to separate the Australian in first and second there. So the likelihood is here that Cedric Dubler is going to replicate his bronze from 4 years ago on the Gold Coast. The bigger question is, can Golubovic, who's leading, beat Lyndon Victor here by more than 23 seconds? If he can, he will suddenly go from third to first, and he'll take the title. We need to watch the gap between Golubovic and Lyndon Victor, currently in fourth, like a hawk. That's going to determine where the gold and silver go.
Dubler gritting his teeth. Victor keeping his eyes on the Australians in front.
Listen to the crowd. This is absolute agony to watch. Daniel Golubovic going round now, driving for glory. Listen to this and look at the acceleration. With 300 meters to go, it's up to 17 seconds. Lyndon Victor needs to haul that massive, powerful frame round as best he possibly can. Golubovic is getting closer and closer to the magic 23-second marker. This could be so tight.
Let's keep an eye on that graphic. The time graphic, 17.9, 17.8. It's fluctuating at about 5 seconds slower than it needs to be. I don't think he's going to have the time or the track to stretch it out for what he needs to get the gold medal from the Grenada athlete. But the fans here in Alexander Stadium, delighted about what they're seeing here. We're keeping an eye on the clock, of course. We're also keeping an eye on Dubler, who's looking for Lyndon Victor. He's put his foot down. You can see the red shorts of Lyndon Victor in the background here. Look at him gritting his teeth to make sure the time is tight enough to keep the gold.
Listen to the roar for Kendall as he comes through. Lyndon Victor is a spent force. This is going to be so tight. I think by the narrowest of margins, he has just hung on, but it was ever so close. Golubovic needed to beat Victor by 23 seconds, and my goodness me, that was tight. I make it 20, possibly 21 seconds. He so very nearly did it, and we're still waiting for the official clarification. 20.65 seconds. This huge man mountain from Grenada has just about hung on and successfully defended his crown. But huge credit, Catherine, to the brilliant effort of Golubovic. A new star is born in Australian decathlon. He ran that with the heart of a lion and almost dethroned the king.
My days, coming down that home straight, the athlete from Grenada was digging so deep, as he had to do, to hold on. Only the sixth man now to win the title more than once, Lyndon Victor. And look in the background. Look on the top of Glubovic's head. The grimace of Lyndon Victor. The fast finishing Harry Kendall. He finishes in 6th overall, 7.4.80. He knew it, Rob. He knew it. Every single second counted. Brilliant.
I'm going to change my opinion, Catherine. For years, I've wanted the 1500 to start with the leader being ahead of everyone else, a la the modern pentathlon. But that tonight has shown me that the drama the other way round is just as captivating. He knew it was so close, grinding his way round. 1500 metres must feel like a marathon if you're a big, powerful 16-stoner like Lyndon Victor. And somehow he just did enough to hang on. It's a great lineup. Geneve Russell is the defending champion, bidding to win a third successive medal after bronze in Glasgow. Only Debbie Flintoff-King and Ailey Doyle of Scotland have done that.
Set.
This is a really intriguing showdown between three brilliant teammates from Jamaica. Pretty even at the moment. It's Russell, third from the left-hand side, now bathed in sunshine. Knight has gone out hard. And going well is Clayton now, coming up onto the shoulder of her teammate. Salmon's on her inside. The Pan American bronze medalist is coming up towards the shoulder of the defending champion. There's never been a clean sweep in this event. It's Independence Day in Jamaica. Will the sun shine on the Caribbean island? Russell's coming back. The three Jamaicans are away and clear, but in which order will they finish? Russell's bidding for history. She becomes only the fourth woman to successfully defend the title. And a clean sweep does not happen because Van der Vault of South Africa came through like a steam train over the last 20 metres. The three of them were miles clear, but they didn't reckon on the young South African who has just added a Commonwealth medal to her African Championship title from earlier this year. But the gold belongs to Russell, as it did 4 years ago. She came under massive pressure from Rochelle Clayton, but cometh the hour, cometh the champion. A great double for the Jamaicans on their Independence Day, but Van der Vault got on the podium to deny them the sweep. What a run by the youngster. Confirmation. It's a golden title defence for Geneve Russell on Jamaica's Independence Day, but they were denied the clean sweep because Zany Van der Vault finished like a steam train, denying Rochelle Clayton the bronze. The two favourites here, Zarnell Hughes, the man who thought he'd won it 4 years ago in lane 4, Jareen Richards, the world indoor champion over the 400 metres, and the defending champion, bidding to go back-to-back titles here in Birmingham.
Set.
Watch for Hughes, he's third from the right-hand side. If he runs a good bend, he could put Richards under pressure, but the Trinidadian going well. He's up onto the Cameroonian, coming round the bend, and Richards is up. Hughes is under real pressure here. Jareen Richards driving for the line, storming to victory. It's gold to the Trinidadian, silver to Hughes, and 19.80. That is absolutely sensational. Amoa ran brilliantly for the bronze for Ghana, but Jareen Richards ran a superb bend. Some said Hughes was robbed 4 years ago, but Richards grabbed the initiative by the scruff of the neck. Hughes was the fastest man in the semis. He was the fastest man in the heats, but Jareen Richards poured on the pace. What an emphatic, majestic title defence by Jareen Richards of Trinidad and Tobago.
Silence falls across Alexander Stadium. And now it erupts to a roar as we get underway on the first leg. Running lanes, of course. Trinidad and Tobago going well. St Helier on the first leg for them. Jamaica moving nicely with Bartley down the back straight. Botswana as well in lane number 4. Remember, the fastest qualifiers for this final. Leongo Scotch on the first leg for them. So So a full way round in lanes. We've got 4 pairs at the moment, haven't we, in terms of formation for this men's 4x4 final. Kenya moving nicely. Makobi, who is 4th in the 400-metre hurdles on the first leg for them. And here comes the first changeover, Tim. Let's see who's in the lead in this final.
Always hard to judge, Kath, but a brilliant leg from Dwight St-Hilaire there of Trinidad and Tobago on the opening leg. Tell you what, Botswana are going well too in the blue in lane 4, aren't they? But it is Trinidad and Tobago. Asa Guevara on this second leg for them. Breaks from lanes. He has a couple of meters on about 4 teams. There's still a pack hunting him down. He's got to run smart this second half of this one, Kath.
He has indeed, but this is good for Trinidad and Tobago. A 4-metre lead over Jamaica. Nathan Allen on their second leg for them. Botswana currently in 3rd. Zimbani and Godzi on the second leg for them. Here come Kenya though, strong on that second leg. And Barbados as well, closing on this second leg for the changeover.
Trinidad and Tobago take over in the lead. Jamaica 2nd, Botswana 3rd, Barbados 4th, Kenya 5th, Nigeria 6th. That's the way they go. They're all still in the hunt. The gaps are not big, over half a mile run. And Trinidad and Tobago, Kath, with Marcel Cedeno on this one. Maybe relinquishing the lead, or are they? No, he's battling off the 3rd leg runner, Javon Powell there, as they go through 200.
Well, it's going to be a tasty final leg. Remember, Trinidad and Tobago have Jareem Richards, the 200-metre champion, stepping up, and he's a 44-second runner. Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Botswana, a superb run by Anthony Pasella of Botswana. The hands are held high by the outgoing runners. Botswana now pop into the lead.
Well, that's probably the perfect position, Kath. Wouldn't you always want to be a metre or so down on the leader rather than behind him? But he's not hanging about. Jareem Richards, the 200 champion, has blasted straight past the final leg runner for Botswana by Uppo Ndori and into the lead, and he has a couple of metres with 200 to run.
Jareem Richards in the final 200 metres, looking around, he's cool, he's calm, he's got such good speed endurance, but Botswana are saying, Ndori onto his shoulder. Trinidad and Tobago, Botswana battling for the gold medal. Kenya have come into the bronze medal position, passing Jamaica, but Jareem Richards, easy as you like, 3:01.30. A brilliant run by the Trinidad and Tobago team. They were set up perfectly for Jareem Richards to dance around Alexander Stadium and pick up the gold medal for Trinidad and Tobago. Botswana pick up the silver. Wow, what a brilliant end, Tim. Our final track event for the male athletes here, and a superb run by Trinidad and Tobago.
So the Caribbean, with all of the memories, making the memories on the track, in the field, on the squash court, on the netball court, wherever we competed, we left a memory. And that was all the games was about. A well-deserved performance, good performance by the Caribbean, and gold medals, all medals well-deserved from the Caribbean. And let's look at the medal table, how it would have finished in these games. Australia taking the top position with 178 medals in total, 67 golds, 57 silver, 54 bronze. England, the home team, just 2 medals shy of that first position with 57 golds, 66 silvers and 53 bronze to finish with 176. And Canada getting 92 medals to round up the top 3. Jamaica, the best performing team from the Caribbean in terms of medals, getting 15 in total, 6 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronze. And then Trinidad and Tobago, the second best, with 6 medals in total, 3 golds, 2 silvers and 1 bronze. And Barbados at number 20, they're 3. Of course, 1998 would have been the last time that they had 3 medals, with Barry Ford, Owadeli and Andrea Blackett, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Grenada, Bahamas, Bermuda, the British Virgin Islands, all finishing one behind each other, with 2 for Grenada, Bahamas and Bermuda, and the British Virgin Islands getting 1 gold. Of course, Grenada getting 1 gold, 1 silver, Bahamas getting 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 gold, 1 bronze for Bermuda. Compliments of Dame Flora Duffy, who got that gold medal, retaining the triathlon crown. And St. Lucia, there and Dominica as well on the table. They both finished these games with 1 silver each. So it has been a pleasure being with you for the past 12 days of these Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022. These moments were not easy to pick. Of course, we wish that we could show you all of the moments that the Caribbean had, all of the high points for the Caribbean. But nonetheless, we saw some of the best. It was indeed great to watch history unfold in front of our eyes. And we can't wait to see what the 2026 edition has in store for us. For all of us here at the IMC headquarters, it has been a pleasure. My name is Gerard Morrisili, signing off for the last time.